Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday morning. So, something I need to bring up here for all of you, and I mean, this goes to the basics of prepping. This is food. We all store it, we all stock it, we all can it. Most of us grow it, some of us hunt for it, some of us fish for it, but one thing we all got in common is we all eat, okay? We've all heard the phrase, the best laid plans of mice and men, okay? And whether or not you picked up on this one last week, the Canadian government attempted to do a fish kill on the Miramichi River up in northern Ontario. The people, the local villagers and the native Canadians, the Canadian Indians, whatever they're called, the people who have cottages up in the lake, protested again. Unfortunately, they stopped the fish kill a little too late, but there's actually video, I'll link it below, that you can watch where one of the locals actually caught the state red-handed dumping poison into the river to kill off the smallmouth bass. Now, their answer for the reason for killing off the smallmouth bass is it's an invasive species and it's disrupting the salmon and trout that they can fish for up there. Okay, now no doubt that bass are voracious eaters, they'll eat anything, but you probably can come up with a better idea than killing off all the fish, because mind you, this isn't just, it's not selective. It kills off basically everything. So they were trying to harvest the salmon and release it downriver and then kill off the fish. And this isn't a permanent solution. They'll have to do it again and again and again. Okay. So they're trying to eradicate the fish. Why not do something like have, I don't know, a no-limit fishing up there, right, for the year and let everybody take out all the bass. Have a fishing tournament and let people take out the bass and use it as food, okay? Just an idea. They're trying to save one species by killing another. Kind of sound like the World Economic Forum's racist policies, right? Or the Democrats' racist policies. Let's kill all the, let's profess how great we are to people of color, yet, like I explained the other day, let's talk about Jackson, Mississippi, okay? Let's talk about Margaret Sanger and Planned Parenthood, right? And the original intent for Planned Parenthood. Yeah, killing off one species to save another. Let's talk about mega extremists. Let's, Joe calling for, every Democrat calling for violence against Republicans. Let's kill off one political party to save the other, right? That's just one point. This came out yesterday, and this is concerning, okay? Many of us plant gardens, and we all know that one thing that is absolutely crucial to us having a garden is pollinators, okay? Not politicians, pollinators. The bees, the butterflies that make the vegetables produce, make your fruit trees produce, whatever. And there's been a whole lot of conversation. It seems to be every year, and I see it in the comments on my video. I see it in the comments on other videos. There just aren't the bees. We're not seeing the bees. And depending on where you are, that could be very true. Now if you've got somebody around that is a beekeeper, hopefully they've got bees that are coming around to your yard to pollinate your vegetables. Again, this goes into something I've talked about on other videos before about planting pollinator-friendly flowers in and amongst your or near your vegetable garden to attract those pollinators. Here's the next problem. the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and I want you to specifically remember their name, came out yesterday and refused to regulate pesticide-coated seeds that harm pollinators. So GMO seeds, okay, that are, you know how you get the coated seeds, because like carrot seeds or something like that are really tiny, and so they'll put like a little clay on the outside of it, make it a little easier to see and work with, okay? Well, now these GMO companies are making pesticide-coated seeds, so the plant will be genetically resistant to bugs. Sure, you say, okay, I don't want tomato hornworms, or I don't want aphids or anything. Well, they're not that good for being selective on what type of plants. So you had a couple of groups, the Center for Food Safety and the Pesticide Action Network in North America led this fight. And they demanded that the agency regulate these pesticide-coated seeds, okay, that are known, this is factual, to be widely harming bees and other pollinators. Guys, the EPA refused, okay? They are seeing what they're called is neonicotinoids, okay? It's a type of insecticide, all right? It has devastating environmental effects, but remember, this is the Environmental Protection Agency, all right? Not only is it dangerous to the insects, it's also dangerous to people, okay? And again, this goes into the stuff you're buying at the store. These pesticide-coated seeds are used on corn, soybean, and sunflower seeds. Just so you have an idea, corn, soybeans, and sunflowers are grown on 150 million acres of U.S. farmland every year. Just saying, okay? What this poison does is it goes into the plant circulatory system, and it gets into their leaves, their pollen, the nectar, all the tissues of the plant. And as soon as the insect comes in contact with it, it affects their central nervous system, causing them to be paralyzed, and they die. Have you seen dead bees all over the place around farms? Maybe even if you're using some of this stuff. I can't say if this stuff is for sale to the public. I have a tendency to doubt it. I think this is more the farm food, okay? Not only can it kill the bird or the bees, it also kills the birds, okay? A bird that goes and eats a seed, okay? Ever had a bird in your garden? Yeah, okay. All it takes is a bird to eat one of these neonic seeds to be eaten by a bird. Bird's dead. Environmental Protection Agency. Just reminding you here, okay? 80% of this pesticide can leave the seed, gets contaminating the air, the soil, the water around, or whatever it is. And you know what? It also affects people. There was a case last year in Nebraska where a whole bunch of people were having their nervous system affected, causing them bloody noses, causing them headaches, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. This is what is going on, guys. This is this genetically modified food. All right? This is what they're trying to do. It's that time of year where we should be saving seeds, anything you're harvesting, saving your seeds, using them for next year, because we're looking at what happened last year. You're getting mystery seeds in the mail. I mean, I had them. Danny at Deep South Homestead had them. You get a bag of seeds. It's supposed to be one thing, and it's something totally different. He had it with beans. I had it with squash. Uh, who knows what you're getting? But guys, save your own seeds, plant something, or start saving seeds to plant perennials, especially pollinating, or I'm sorry, uh, insect attracting, pollinating, insect attracting plants. There you go. That's what I'm trying to get out of my mouth. To attract some of those bees. If you have the ability, maybe learn how to raise bees, maybe become a beekeeper yourself. Hey, you get the honey too, right? But this is what's going on in the real world. The governments are trying, or if they're not trying, they're, like I said, they're completely oblivious to the destruction they are doing to the food supply. Killing off the fish, killing off the pollinators, hell, they want to get rid of carbon dioxide, which that kills off the plants. These global climate change freaks, their intent is to turn the entire earth into the Sahara Desert. That's it. Nothing but sand blowing around. It'll save the planet. Sure. Won't be any people or plants to enjoy it, but the planet will still be here. What a way to start the morning, right? Have a good one. Pinball out.